La la la, LaDawn Black Show.
Hasani and Danielle Pettiford, they're a husband and wife team. They run a wonderful program, the Couples Academy, and they have a special 7-day sex challenge program they're running this week. And they're a great couple to talk about this because they talk about the importance of not only getting the business of your marriage handled, but also the intimate side. So Danielle and Hasani, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
How are you?
Now, if you recognize the name Hasani Pettiford, the reason why you recognize his name is because he was one of the hosts of TV1's Love Addiction, and I know people loved you on that show. So let's start the conversation off. I'll ask you the question. You guys have been married for how many years?
10 years.
10.
10 long, wonderful, fabulous years.
I like that.
I don't want to get it twisted. We did have some bumps in the road, but that's why we're here, to tell people that they can get back on the right track if they just put certain things in place.
When it comes to sex and what you guys have actually seen as you counsel couples, is it really all that important?
It's significantly important because we know that when couples stop physically touching, they're moving in a completely opposite direction, and the emotional connection that they once had begins to wither away. And so physical touch and sexual intimacy is really the glue that keeps couples together.
Now, Danielle, talk to me a little bit, because I know sometimes, especially with women, we have so many things on our plate. Talk to me about some of the challenges that you've heard about, maybe even a few of the challenges that you guys dealt with early on.
Sex drive. Gone. That's what the major issue is with women. They can't figure out what happened to that sex drive. And I think a lot of women are saying they blame it on birth control. They blame it on work. They blame it on the kids. It could be many things. It could be that their spouse is not speaking their love language. I found for myself that when we were at odds and my love language was not being spoken, I wasn't interested in looking at him, being touched by him. I had to wall up. I wasn't interested. But once we learned how to speak each other's love languages, that's when we were able to pull those walls down. And intimacy became a key factor in our relationship.
Tonight, I'm joined by Hasani Pettiford and his wife, Danielle. They run the Couples Academy, and they're here to talk to me about their 7-day sex challenge that addresses the importance of sex in long-term relationships. Now, Danielle, I've been watching your videos, and one of the things that you bring up is that women are great compartmentalizers, that we can kind of make everything appear like it's okay, but really it's not okay. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard of the book that Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, that book that talks about how that we are. Well, it's true. Men, sometimes they think they have like a one-track mind. You've heard that. Whereas women, we're able to do 100 things at once. It baffles men's mind. We can vacuum the floor. We can have a load of laundry being done. We're watching the kids, making sure they don't fall and hurt themselves. Got something cooking on the stove. Know what time we got to be on a phone call. We have all these things going on. And so even when in the midst of a relationship, when a woman is committed to her family but still having issues within her relationship between her and her spouse, she can still function in that relationship, say hello, make you a meal, iron your clothes, or do whatever she is committed to doing in that relationship, and still have a wall up where there's no intimacy whatsoever. There's no eye contact, there's no touching, there's no looking, there's no nothing. It's just, work, getting it done.
That's 7th Streeter with It Won't Stop. And you're listening to the LaDawn Black Show on 92Q. And for the last hour, my special guests have been Hasani Pettiford. You may remember him. He was one of the experts for TV1's Love Addiction. And his wife, Danielle Pettiford. They've been going over the importance of sex in long-term relationships and all the ways that you can improve your sex life in order to keep your long-term relationship on track. Now, talk to me a little bit about the Couples Academy. Where did you guys actually start with the idea? Where do you see it growing to?
Well, Couples Academy, we started that in Jersey many, many years ago. We've been married for 10 years, but ever since we moved down to Atlanta, we launched it here, and it's a relationship-based organization and learning institute. We're committed to 5 clear objectives. We teach classes to educate through our Power Couples University. We create challenges in order to strengthen couples. We provide counseling in order to repair. We have a community organization with chapters around the country in order to provide support, and we believe in creating events in order to entertain. So those 5 objectives gives couples everything they need to really enhance their relationship, placing them on the path to fulfillment.
Well, thank you so much, Hasani and Danielle Pettiford, Couples Academy, all those great tools for married couples, because we want married people to stay together, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We do.
La la la. LaDawn Black Show.